Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in today. I was at the grocery store the other day and walked past the fig section. And honestly, I used to just pass right by them without a second thought. But after digging into the research on these little guys, I can't walk past them anymore without grabbing a few. Today, I want to share with you 4 compelling reasons why figs absolutely deserve a spot in your diet. And I'm backing this up with real medical studies and data. First reason, figs are digestive health game changers, especially if you deal with IBS. Look, if you've ever dealt with digestive issues, you know how frustrating it can be. A randomized clinical trial involving 150 patients with irritable bowel syndrome with constipation found that consuming figs for 4 months caused significant improvement in symptoms, including frequency of pain, distension, frequency of defecation, and hard stool. We're not talking about a small improvement here. Another study found that people who ate about 4 dried figs twice daily experienced a significant reduction in symptoms, including pain, bloating, and constipation compared with the control group. What makes this even more interesting is how figs work. They're not just a quick fix. Figs are rich in both soluble and insoluble fibers, and they provide prebiotic nutrients that feed the good bacteria in your gut. Think of it like this: instead of just treating the symptoms, figs are actually helping to rebuild a healthier gut environment. And here's the practical part. In that study of 150 people with IBS, participants ate 45 grams of dried figs twice a day, which is about 4 dried figs per serving. That's totally doable, right? Second reason, your heart will thank you. Cardiovascular disease is still the leading cause of death globally, so anything we can do to protect our hearts matters. Research has shown that fig fruit methanol extract is useful in lowering hypertension, and the rich content of phenolic acids, flavonoids, and potassium in the fruit were attributed to the efficiency of the fig extract. This isn't just theoretical either. What's happening inside your body when you eat figs regularly? Some research suggests that figs may help manage blood sugar levels, with a study finding that drinks containing high doses of fig fruit extract had a lower glycemic index than beverages without it. And here's something really fascinating. People with type 1 diabetes who drank fig leaf tea daily experienced reduced blood sugar levels. And during the month they drank the tea, they needed about 12% less insulin. 12%, that's a significant reduction in medication dependency. The potassium content is another major player here. Modern diets are often way too high in sodium and too low in potassium, which creates an imbalance that drives up blood pressure. Figs help correct that imbalance naturally. Third reason, figs are bone health superstars, and it's not just about calcium. You've probably heard that calcium is important for bones, but here's where figs get really interesting. 5 medium fresh figs contain hefty amounts of calcium, along with bone-friendly nutrients like potassium and magnesium, and half a cup of dried figs have about 121 milligrams of calcium. But calcium alone isn't enough. Figs contain both calcium and vitamin K activates the protein osteocalcin that takes up calcium from the blood supply and binds it into the bone matrix, creating a stronger and denser bone structure that decreases the risk of fractures and osteoporosis. So it's not just giving you calcium, it's also providing the vitamin K you need to actually use that calcium effectively. That's incredibly smart nutrition. Research from the Framingham Osteoporosis study shows that potassium and magnesium are positively related to bone health, with potassium altering bone metabolism by promoting calcium retention at the kidney, and magnesiums being essential for appropriate calcium metabolism. Figs deliver all of these nutrients together. From middle age onward, age-related bone loss in both males and females is approximately 0.5 to 1% per year, and for women during and after menopause, this increases to 2 to 3% per year. Every little bit of protection matters. Fourth reason, they're packed with antioxidants that fight aging at the cellular level. This is where figs really blow my mind. With their rich history dating back 6,000 years, figs possess a diverse array of bioactive components, including flavonoids, phenolic acids, carotenoids, and tocopherols, which have been used for centuries in traditional medicine for their health-promoting effects. But what does that actually mean for you? Figs are rich in bioactive compounds and exhibit unique health-promoting traits, including anti-tumor, anti-inflammatory, and anti-osteoporosis effects. The antioxidants in figs help fight oxidative stress, which is basically the cellular damage that accumulates as we age and contributes to everything from wrinkles to chronic diseases. Research by the Department of Natural Medicinal Chemistry at China Pharmaceutical University found that some elements contained in figs are toxic to various human cancer cell lines, and a systematic review noted that the fruit and its phytochemicals have potential for cancer prevention and therapy. Now, I want to be clear here, figs aren't a cancer treatment, and we need more research. But the preliminary findings are genuinely encouraging. So here's the thing. You can find figs fresh during certain seasons, or you can buy them dried year-round. Fresh figs are lower in sugar and calories, while dried figs are more concentrated in nutrients, but also in natural sugars. If you're watching your blood sugar, stick with fresh figs, or limit your dried fig intake. Health experts recommend that if you're often backed up, you can probably eat up to 4 figs in a day. But if you're pretty regular, it's best to limit yourself to 2 or 3 fresh or dried figs daily. You can slice them over oatmeal, toss them in salads, pair them with cheese, blend them into smoothies, or just eat them as a snack. The point is, they're incredibly versatile and they're backed by real science. We're not talking about some trendy superfood that'll be forgotten next year. We're talking about a fruit that's been valued for 6,000 years and that modern research keeps validating. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more evidence-based nutrition content. Let me know in the comments if you're going to try adding figs to your diet. See you in the next one.